Nathan Hochman,
Yes.
thank you for coming back onto the program. I'm glad you could zoom back in. Just for our audience who might be tuning in over the break, Nathan Hochman is running for the district attorney's position in Los Angeles. He's running against George Gascon, who's now making multiple overtures towards helping the Menendez brothers go free. So my big question for you is that the newest news is that the current DA, George Gascon, is supporting the Menendez petition to the governor for clemency. Wanted to get your take on that.
So this is one of the more political ploys I've seen in a long time. You know, the habeas petition originally came in May of 2023. The resentencing request came in February of 2024. So if George Gascon actually wanted to get the Menendezes out, but not have it affect the election that he's currently 30 points down, where he's got actually no money in the bank, he's got $46,000 in the bank, he could have acted 8 to 16 months before. But he chose to act 12 days before and now 5 days before the election. And by the way, he could have acted on November 6th, 7th, or 8th, right after the election, because there's no date on a resentencing. In fact, there's a date of November 26th for the next court appearance. But he decides that when he first got the media attention, on 12 days before the election, a week ago, that wasn't enough for him. So now he's, I guess the media was starting not to pay attention to him. So he thought he'd stir up the pot a little and back a clemency request from the governor. He has nothing to do with a clemency request for the governor. In fact, that request could have been made 8 to 16 months ago if he so felt compelled to help the Menendezes out. But the only person he feels compelled to help at this point. Well, he did put the support letters in, but again, all of this could have been done 8 to 16 months ago when those original letters came through.
I'm with you, Nathan Hochman, about this being very political, but you're also part of the politics, too, because you're running for the position. So I'm wondering if it's possible that you could acknowledge perhaps George Gascon's hand was pushed by the families, because they suddenly showed up in LA out in front of the courthouse with a big press conference saying, we're supposed to be victims in all of this, victims' family members, and we want the boys out. Isn't that the kind of thing that DAs, whether it's around election time or not, should be doing, responding to people affected by crimes?
Well, again, there are literally hundreds of people, probably in the Menendez's position, who were convicted of life without the possibility of parole through LA County. You shouldn't have to respond and only respond to the media cases, because where are all the other cases that are similarly situated that you don't even hear about because they're not Menendez? And again, if George Gascon felt so compelled, he could have responded 8 months ago when that same family and those lawyers submitted the resentencing request. And by the way, he could have submitted it on November 6th, 7th, or 8th, immediately after the election. It wouldn't have changed effectively more than a couple of weeks, the decision, but it wouldn't affect his election itself and get all this incredibly free media time that the media has been able to offer him.
It's a good point, and I'm happy to offer this time to you as well. There is a time clock running out, though, and by all intents, it looks at this point with the lead that you have over George Gascon that you're likely going to win this race. If/when you do, what is your plan for the Menendez brothers? What will you do about all of this? Will you unwind it all and see to it that they serve life, no parole?
So in order to actually make that decision, here's what I'd have to review. Thousands of pages of confidential prison files that I certainly don't have access to. I'd have to review months of transcripts. There's probably well over 10,000 pages of 2 trial transcripts. You'd want to speak to the prosecutors. You want to speak to law enforcement. In fact, the Beverly Hills Police Department that investigated the case put out a press release saying George Gascon has never bothered to speak with them. You'd want to speak to defense counsel. You'd want to speak to any experts. You'd want to review the voluminous exhibits. I haven't done any of that. I'm not in a position to actually get access to that information. So after I actually, if I become district attorney and then do this thorough review, I'll be in a position to opine one way or the other about the correctness of any resentencing request. But at this point, I'm not in that position.
I've got 10 seconds left, but I got to get you on this. What do you think the governor should do about the clemency request?
I think the governor should do that same exact review. Do an absolutely thorough review of the facts and the law, and then determine whether or not it's in the interest of justice to release the Menendezes, knowing that there's a lot of similarly situated people in prison right now. And you don't want to just go ahead and release the Menendezes because they have a media profile, as opposed to people who don't.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.